Uh-huh.
Yes.
Yes. Just give the word.
Hmm? Hmm?
Hmm?
Understood. All right, here we go. Arlen said we should cast...
Whoever was supposed...
Just focus. We can do this.
That's it! Cast the spell! Now!
Did it work?
I think so. Can you hear us?
I think we should report back to the village now. Arlen and Varden will be thrilled to hear the news.
Finrir?
So, the spell worked?
Yes. It was a hard fight, but the treant is cleansed.
That is remarkable. Ellen must have truly smiled upon you.
Maybe.
Truth be told, it's a bit ironic that it was a human who saved our people from this plague. But I'm just glad it's over.
Don't get your hopes up, Varden. Those humans who took over the Northander camp, the Bane...
Be that as it may, we held our end of the bargain. Will you help?
Yes. Yes, we will. I've said it before. We are a small people, but you will have our help whenever you need it. We will send you...
You'll have to give us time, though. A couple of days, maybe. We have to pick up the pieces the corruption left first. Where can we find you?
We've set up camp in a valley in Iskander. We can leave you a map.
Yes, do that. I'd invite you to stay for some days, but I'm assuming you have another matter to attend to.
A lot of them, actually.
Well then, this is goodbye. Thank you again for everything, friend. And may Ellen guide you.
So, what's the plan? Yes?
Now would you look at that?
Savage wildlife, steep hills, stormy shores. The Utran coast, also known as the Green Coast, is not known for its hospitality. Many ships have run aground in the northern storms, a phenomenon which regularly attracts wanderers who scavenge the coastline for loot.
Sure.
Shh. Up ahead. Get ready. You'll regret this. Whatever's necessary.
What a pleasant surprise.
Let's see. As you want.
Look at that, boy.
Got it.
Time for some fun.
Bandits up ahead.
I'll take a look.
Wrong place.
More customers.
Fair enough.
Take them. Let us see. I'll do what's required.
Let's see.
I'll be swift.
More lost souls. What a pleasant surprise. Don't move!
That way?
Understood. Will do.
Huh?
Careful.
Let me see.
Interesting. Of course.
So, this'll be our base, won't it?
I guess so, yes.
Nihalf's hammer. How about a tad more enthusiasm? We're in the ancient city of the Shapers. If anything, we should feel honored.
Well, let's just hope the city's defenses work better for us than they did for them.
Yes, Corporal? How can I help? Can you tell me more about your abilities? What's it like to be a Dreamweaver?
Well, I suppose trying to explain that to someone who isn't is like explaining what water feels like to someone who never swam before. It's strange. I can sense things. Emotions, thoughts, but also the echoes of such. If I enter a place where someone has died, I feel that person's sorrow, that person's fear. My mind, my consciousness, it's open. I know that might sound very vague, but it's the best I can do.
So, this is it, isn't it? Our base of operations?
So it seems.
An ancient Shaper city on a quest to find a cure for the blood burn. And we're working for the purity of light. Sounds crazy if you say it like that. Just some weeks ago, I thought I'd be in Greyfell now, trying to make a fresh start as an innkeep.
Innkeep? You?
Hey, don't laugh. What's wrong with some honest work after years of defiling on the road? Getting up early in the morning, setting the tables, serving mulled wine and stew to tired, weary souls. Just a simple, honest life.
For what it's worth, I enjoy your company.
Sure you do. Who else would patch you up after the next monumental battle? Anyway, talk later, shall we? I'm sure you've got battles to prepare. Uh-huh.
Now made yourself comfortable?
Comfortable? Believe me, being comfortable is the last thing on my mind right now. Just look at this place. A Shaper city. Don't you feel it too? This sense of divinity?
I do. It's beautiful.
Indeed it is. Tahar, I'm not sure if you understand how much this means to me. The forgotten city of Mullendeer, the heritage of the Shapers. Since my childhood days, I've dreamed of this. I suppose what I'm trying to say is, thank you. You and the Harbinger have made this dream come true.
Well, all we did was save you from the orcs. You were the one who found the entrance.
You make it sound as if saving me from those greenskins was an easy feat. It wasn't. Anything else I can help you with? If not, I'd like to take another look at that rune LeCain gave us. It's at least as amazing as this place. Tahar, may I help you with something?
I found some materials. Could you use these to upgrade your armor?
Yeah, Tahar. Wait. What's that? Nihal's hammer. This is amazing. No, more than that. This is phenomenal.
I don't follow. What's so special about that thing?
This thing, as you call it, is part of an artifact. One that the scholars have been writing about for centuries. It might be possible to reconstruct them, and that... I can't even begin to imagine what that would entail.
Goodbye.
Huh?
Careful.
Wait, aren't you... Scrub? Actually, I was hoping you'd come by. I think we should have a talk, shouldn't we? You owe me an apology. That's putting it lightly. Many men and women died that day. And just because of me. Which is another reason why I'm happy they sent me here. It's a chance to make up for what I did. Though that does not mean that your commander, General Noria, didn't also play a role in this. His reputation was well known, even among us.
In any case, with our new allies, we should be able to go look for the stones.
Corporal? Need anything?
Tell me about your time on the road. What was it like?
Is that a command, Corporal?
Please?
All right, but I'm afraid there isn't so much to tell. Have you ever been on the road by yourself?
A long time ago. Yeah.
Well, then you know how wearisome it can get. Sleeping under the stars sounds romantic at first, until you realize that most of the time it's sleeping in the mud, in drizzle. Most of the time, your stomach and your purse are empty, and your feet are full of blisters. And, of course, there's the constant danger, especially if you're traveling on your own.
Do you miss it sometimes? The vagabond life?
Well, we're still vagabonds somehow, aren't we? But I know what you mean. And, yeah, I sometimes do. The wind on my skin, the vastness of the wildlands, and the fact that all you have to think about is the mile ahead of you. It's another world. There was this one night I'll never forget. I'd made a camp at a clearing, set up campfire, and I was leaning against a tree, slowly drifting toward sleep. Then, all of a sudden, it started to rain. Not just the usual drizzle, it was bucketing down, drowning everything, the earth, the noise, the plants around me. My first impulse was to jump up, to find shelter, get my things into the dry. But I didn't. Instead, I saw. I don't know how else to put it. All of a sudden, there was this deep sense of peace. As if all my life I had been chasing something without knowing it myself. And in that moment, had found it. So I just watched. I sat there, and I watched. That feeling lasted until the sun came up. And then I fell asleep. When I woke up, it was gone.
And what do you make of it, now?
Truth be told, I don't know. But it changed something. Even though I cannot say what it is.
Yeah, do you need something? I'm a tad busy.
What exactly is it that fascinates you about the Shapers?
Oh, Tahar, that's quite a topic. I don't mind sharing, but are you sure you want to go there?
I am. Tell me.
All right. Well, where do I start? You see, the Shapers have always fascinated me. They're all over Io. These remnants of a once so glorious civilization. Yet for some reason, so many people are almost oblivious to it. On the one hand, of course, that's very sad. On the other hand, it also makes it a lot more exciting. It's like I'm a treasure hunter, only that everyone else fails to see the treasures around us. Tell me, Tahar, when seeing all of this, don't you sometimes feel like you're exploring a childhood dream? The kind of world the poets and the bards always spoke of?
The Shapers are dangerous. Just think of that Steel Guardian we fought to get in, or the Ghost Watchers. Not what I'd call a childhood dream.
Yeah, but it doesn't take away from the wonderment, does it? But this childish fascination was only the spark. The more I studied the Shapers, the more enthralled I became with their culture. Did you know that at the pinnacle of their existence, they ruled over all of Io? A global empire with no one to oppose them.
You seem to consider that a good thing.
Oh, good, bad, the world doesn't work like that. Of course, there are writings that hint at the fact that the Shaper Empire wasn't all rainbows and unicorns, but still it was stable. And it persisted for tens of thousands of years. Can you imagine? All this knowledge, all this art, all this wisdom. Nothing in the EO of today can match that. Nothing. It's like comparing a sea full of secrets with a puddle of muddy water.
And yet, they died out.
Yeah. Great mystery.
Most scholars think it was the dragons.
They do, but I doubt it. You saw what the Shapers were capable of. Even a race as powerful as the dragons couldn't have wiped them out. And you see the shape this city is in, Tahar. There's no traces of fire and destruction. But regardless of what it was, it doesn't change the fact that the way the current races have... And why? Just because to many, admitting what a marvel the Shapers truly were would mean admitting that our culture...
Maybe you're right. There's a lot we could learn from the Shapers.
There is. In any case, I suppose you found your answer, haven't you? This is what fascinates me about the Shapers. They're a reminder of what we could be, if only we wanted to.
I see. Well, thanks for the explanation, Iskram. I appreciate it.
Huh?
You got it.
Understood.
Sounds like a plan.
Let's see.
Let us see.
All right, let's cut to the chase. We need to discuss where and how we start our search. You are all familiar with the objective?
Find the Forge Stones, reignite the Nexus, decipher the song with it, and put an end to the Bloodburn.
That's about it. Iria thinks that someone removed the Nexus stones shortly before the city was abandoned, but they left their markers on that stone map. And now that we have a small army backing us up, we can start searching. Iskram?
Yeah, we suspect one of the stones to be in the desert of Aenir's Blade, probably in the possession of the Iron Falcons, whereas the other one is on an unknown island.
An unknown island?
Correct. And yes, the oceans might have long taken it, which is why the only way to find out is to build a ship. And to...
Wait. That island. Does it happen to be in the northwest? In the Black Sea?
I think so.
That is interesting. 2 years ago, there was an archaeologist in Everlight who claimed the same. That there was an island in the Black Sea, unknown to our cartographers.
Did he find it?
That is a complicated story. But building a ship would take months, and this is a trail we could follow. If we go to Everlight, I can tell you more.
Well, it does sound promising.
And intriguing. So, where do we go first, Tahar? Everlight or Aenir's Blade?
I'll think about it and let you know when we head out. For now, just get prepared.
Will do, Corporal.
With Aelot Iskander executed for allying with your father during the Mage Wars, the Iskander lands have since fallen into anarchy. On your journey, you've met many travelers, sunken-cheeked figures who've told you stories about having lost their homes to bannerless soldiers and bandits. They have also told you something else. That a once deserted village has come back into bloom, offering refuge to those without shelter. Fallen's Hope.
Hold on a moment. These...
I do. Fresh trails. And a lot of them.
Well, let's be on our guard.
Yes?
Understood.
Sure.
Got it.
That way?
Will do.
You got it. Huh. Interesting.
I'll make it
Bandits up ahead.
Focus here. Control. Focus. Need control.
They will fall.
You asked for this. They won't stand a chance. Blood. So much blood.
Is this really necessary?
Prepare yourselves.
Wrong place, wrong time, friend.
I'll keep you shielded.
What the? Kill him! That's unexpected.
With pleasure.
You shouldn't have...
Well, I did. Let's push on.
I'll be swift.
Let me see.
Huh. Intriguing.
That way?
Understood.
More fighting. Does this never end?
I'll do what's required.
Now would you look at that?
That's the way?
Sounds like a plan. I'll take a look.
This way, right?
Got it.
Danger up ahead!
You ready?
Right.
Will be bloody.
Here goes
They
nothing.
will fall.
Huh?
Focus area.
You'll regret this. Interesting.
Let me see.
Let's see.
Here we go. Huh. Interesting. Just give the word. Let me see. I'll take a look.
Yes? I'm injured.
Fine.
Get ready.
Paleskins!
Fair enough. Let's... right, here goes
I'll
nothing.
make it quick.
Here we go.
I understand.
Huh. Interesting.
All right, why not?
All right, here goes nothing.
As you want.
Whatever's necessary.
Of course.
Blazes. Northander soldiers.
Must be your general's men. They followed up.
Time to turn back, traveler. This area is off limits.
Wait. I think I know these men.
Are they?
Tahar, don't. We should scout the area first.
Well, how should I say this? They served under me when we took out the orcs that had made a...
Orcs? Wait, you're... Find the Guardians! Over here! All right.
All right, that was loud. We should prepare for some resistance now.
Thank you. I had a feeling you'd come back.
We're looking for Clara Farlan. Any ideas where the soldiers took...
I'm afraid not, but apparently they took position in the old war camps. Lead the way, Corporal. You've helped us once, and you'll help us again. You got our blades.
I'll be swift.
Find the Guardians! Over here!
I'll keep you shielded.
So much blood.
Thank you. For a moment, I thought that was...
Yes. Listen, we need to find...
Aye, they did. Just lead the way. We'll follow. You'll need all the help you can get.
Do you need medical attention?
Sure.
Danger up ahead!
What the... Over here! Help! Somebody!
Not a single villager in sight. That's ghastly. We should try to find Clara Farland as soon as possible.
If they didn't take her.
Understood.
Fair enough.
What the? Help me, someone!
Is this really necessary?
Need control.
I'll do what's required. Let's see.
Blazes. I had a feeling that was you.
Are you okay? Did they hurt you?
Nothing I can't handle. I thought you'd come back, but I wasn't sure. Yet here you are. Once again.
Glad to be of service. Now, what in blazes happened here?
Can't you guess?
They followed us.
Yes, General Noria himself. He just came here, hand on the hilt of his sword, and swore to kill us all if we didn't tell him where you went.
I'm sorry. I shouldn't have put your village...
Don't say that. If it weren't for you, those orcs would have You should have seen the look on his face when I told him you weren't here anymore. It would have been funny if he hadn't started beating up our guards afterwards. Killing them.
And where is he now?
Gone. After he realized he wouldn't find you here, he rode off like he had a fireball roaring up his buttocks. I think he may have gone east. Either way, remember when I told you that I might need your help again? I didn't think it would be so early, but turns out I was wrong.
All right. What do you...
It's simple. For a while now, we've been planning to abandon the village and go to Everlight. After what General Noria has done, there's no point in waiting any longer.
Everlight? That's a long journey.
Yes, and a dangerous one. Gilbert and I had already started preparing the carriages, but then the soldiers came. So I need you to free the villagers for me. Just tell them to come to the clearing in the east. Once they're all...
All right. Then stay put. I'll free the villagers and tell them to come to the clearing.
By the Guardians! Over here!
Let me see.
Tiara's breath. You're...
Tahar. Yes.
Aye. Mostly. These bastards just showed up here and took over.
Not anymore. She's safe, and she asked us to free the villagers and get them into safety.
Oh, the caravan. All right. We'll help you. It's madness anyway. Isn't the royal... Men, come on.
Point me to the wounded.
I'll be swift. Prepare yourselves.
By the Guardians! Over here!
Now would you look at that?
Blazes. It's you!
Yes. Are you all right?
Aye. Just some scratches. Do you know where the mayor is?
Yes. She's safe and preparing the caravan for an escape to Everlight. She asked us...
Well, in that case, you have our support. Men, onwards. Let's show those soldiers what it means to take on the militia.
Commander?
You got it.
Soldiers everywhere. I don't get it. Why invade Farland's Hope? Why didn't they move on?
Maybe they were expecting you to come back. Let's be careful not to alarm the whole camp, Tahar. We can't take on the entire army by ourselves. Fine.
All right.
That way?
Over there, villagers. We should tell them about Clara's plan.
Tiara's breath.
Yes, Clara sent me. She prepared the caravans for you to flee.
I understand.
Yes, we've cleared the way. Now go.
Yes, thank you.
I think that was all of them. Let's get back to Clara.
Of course.
Sure. Blasted armor. Huh?
Huh? Please, I need you to free the villagers. They won't make it here without your help.
I'm on it.
The last passenger has arrived. Good work, dear.
I'm trying. Is everything ready?
Yes, and we'll leave at once. Though we should stay on our guards. Chances are the Royal Army isn't... So, are you ready?
Give me one more second.
Fine, but hurry.
Sounds like a plan.
Something you need?
Yes?
We should get moving.
Yes?
Yes.
Understood.
Tiara's breath! You! Please, you have to help me.
You should join the villagers. They're preparing an escape.
Everlight? Yes, yes.
Why not?
Well, could you... I mean...
Are these your goods?
Let me see. Sun and stars, yes! By the Guardians, thank you! Listen, I heard some rumors about a Shaper City that you've said...
And if that were so?
Well, I am not really too keen to go back to Everlight. How would you like it if I stay with you? In that Shaper City, I mean. I'm sure you'll need supplies from time to time, and I know a lot of people who can provide me with them.
Okay, you can join us. We'll show you the way once we've led the villagers to safety.
Yes, wonderful! I promise you won't regret it.
Ready?
Yes, let's head out.
All right, people. We're going. Try to be as quiet as possible and stay together. Once we're out of the village outskirts, it'll be easier. Questions? No? Good. Then get moving.
All right, why not?
Sure.
blazes! Soldiers up ahead! Do something, Tahar! Stop them! Good work. Why in blazes are they so vicious? We're just farmers, for heck's sake.
Probably General Noria wants to set an example. Whoever betrays the crown pays the blood price.
For the Queen! More of them!
I'll keep you shielded.
Good. Good. I think that was all. Let's push on. Another ambush! To arms!
No, no!
Almost made it. Stay strong. That's it. The border. It should be easier from here on out.
Good. How far is it?
A 2-week journey, at least. In other words, prepare for a long...
All right. We'll catch up with you as soon as possible.
Yes?
Sounds like a plan.
Yes?
What's next?
Sure.
Interesting.
Once famous for their golden wheat fields and forests rich in game, the lands now known as the Iskander Wilds were once the property of House Vastal, a minor house loyal to House Iskander. In 8342, the Red Fever struck the region without mercy and wiped out the entire Vastal bloodline. Left without a lord, the lands fell into anarchy and were left deserted. Nowadays, they are as beautiful as they are dangerous.
All right. Everyone stop. We're making camp. Tahar, a word, if you please.
Why did we stop?
Because there's danger up ahead. Do you recognize this?
Should I?
Count Vastal's former territory. A lifelong Iskander loyalist who fell victim to the Red Fever 80 years ago.
Tiara's breath. Of course. This is where Sentenza...
Is it? Wow. What it also is a battlefield. It's the main reason I was so hesitant to make the... Briefly put, this is where the remaining Iskander loyalists are making their last stand. As you probably know, House Iskander was allied to your father during the Mage Wars. The Royal Army has been trying to finish them off since the end of the war now.
So what do you need me to do?
2 things. First of all, we need some medicine. One of the men, Ralph, has been having terrible stomach cramps lately, and he can't keep going like that. A sheaf of fire nettle. Secondly, you need to secure a path.
Secure a path?
Not necessarily. Those Nortander soldiers have done little else than fight the Loyalists for the past months, maybe years. The same goes for the Iskander. They have no reason to fight us, but in times of war, you never know. It's your job to find out, to make sure we can cross these lands without harm.
Fair enough. I'll see what I can do.
I appreciate it. Best you start by scouting the area. I'll have a chat with my people in the meantime. They're still on edge.
So, what's the plan?
What do we need?
Corporal?
Hmm?
As you want.
Danger up ahead!
That way?
I'll do what's required.
All right, here goes nothing. Here we go.
Huh. Intriguing.
Understood. I'll be swift.
Sure. Sounds like a plan.
All right.
That's the way.
All right, here goes nothing.
Fine.
Let's see.
Fair enough. Let's do this.
More fighting. Does this...
You got it.
You read my
Well,
mind.
keep...
Let's see.
Get ready. Here we go.
So much blood.
I understand.
You'll regret Control. Need control. Are you one of the priests?
Wait.
Bertrand?
Blazes, it's you! But how is this possible? They told me they put you...
They didn't.
I can see that. Oh, Blazes, Tahar, this is insane. I'd heard there had been some ruckus in the...
What about you, though? How come you're with the Purity? I thought...
That Nortander killed me? Yes, they were going to. But then the Purity offered me a chance. I accepted my sin, I repented, and I was born again.
So you're a priest now?
A servant of the light, yes. But either way, I doubt you're here.
It's a long story. I'm helping some villagers make their way to Everlight, and I need medicine.
Fire nettle? Well, you're in luck. I even have some with me. I'm guessing that man has stomach cramps, doesn't he? Here. There's even some other herbs in that package.
What? You don't want anything in return?
No. The Purity has sworn to help the people of Io. This is what I am doing. Is there anything else you need right now? I have wounded to tend to.
You do realize that I'm a renegade mage now, don't you? What's that supposed to mean?
You'll find out soon enough.
One more question.
I told you all.
I guess that does...
That's...
Of course it is.
All right, I'd ask you...
I would if I...
Well...
Aenir's light, Tahar.
Huh. Interesting.
Who are...
A traveler. What are you working on there?
This? Oh, just... I don't know. Something to keep my mind off of...
And I take it you were a...
Carpenter. Guess you could call me that, aye. Though most people call me an architect. And actually, I still am. I just don't have any house building to do anymore.
I could use an architect.
You? This is a joke, right?
No. It's a bit complicated, but I've set up camp in an old, well, city. We might need someone with your expertise.
Well, of course. Just give me some food and a roof over my... Sorry, this really isn't a joke.
No. Just let me get something settled first. I'll come...
Fine. Yeah?
I'll tell you later. Of course. Understood.
That way?
Understood.
Sure.
Whatever's necessary.
Fair enough. Let's do this.
Interesting.
This way, right?
Will do.
Focus. You got it.
They will fall.
Sounds like a plan.
Now would you look at that?
I'll take a look.
Careful.
What's your business? You don't...
We're travelers.
The glorious Iskander loyalist or the rebel scum? Stupid question, isn't it? If you were, you sure as heck would...
We're not your enemy. May we enter your...
Well, fair enough. Go on in. Though I'll doubt you'll find any help here. Also, don't do anything stupid. If I see you do as much as put your hand on that sword...
Understood.
That way?
Whatever it is, the answer is no.
You don't even know who...
I don't, and I don't intend to. If I started acquainting myself and helping every day...
I'm a traveler, not a refugee.
Then make it quick.
Fair enough.
Yeah. Safe travels.
Alright, why not?
Sure. You got it.
More lost souls.
Highwaymen.
Surprise.
I'll do what's required.
Sounds like a plan.
Sure.
Sure.
Got it.
I'll be swift.
That way?
As you want. Of course.
Sure.
Didn't think I'd ever see those ruins again.
Clara mentioned something about this. What did she mean?
My father had made camp here before the real rebellion began. That was when I defied him. He killed 2 of my friends, Zane and Helena, and he almost killed me. If it hadn't been for Sentenza.
And now it's Sentenza who's hunting you. It has a certain irony. Are you sure they won't recognize us?
I doubt it. I know Sentenza, and a public witch hunt just doesn't fit his handwriting. Let's see. Good news. I have the medicine and some...
You do? Show me. Mint. Share cap.
It was an old friend.
Really? Well, you seem to be having fun. You know, I knew someone very similar to you once.
When was that?
Long time ago. But I don't want to bore you with my... Ralph has been...
What?
Say, is...
Yes.
Seems that he wants to see you to discuss something important. That's interesting.
What do you suggest we do? Are you sure?
Yep.
He is.
Good. Then we have nothing to fear and a lot to gain. We can use all the support we can get. You should go at once.
Finally. Listen, you have to leave as soon as possible. I'm here because the Harbinger sent me to assist you, and he overheard a conversation between Angar and General...
Why should I leave? You're not making sense.
Because this was a trap. Sentenza, he knows you and these villagers are on your way to Everlight, and this is where he plans his ambush. Please, you...
Look at that. I suspected Lacane was working hand in glove with you, but Angar wouldn't believe me.
And here's Light.
In the name of Queen Aelith, you are hereby arrested for escaping judgment and betrayal of the crown. And you, Carpal, will come with us. Lacane might get himself out of this, but you won't.
But... Shut up.
What if we refuse?
Then I'll first kill you, and then your beloved Iskander villagers. Believe me, if it weren't for the Lord Marshal, we wouldn't be having this conversation to begin with. Move.
Those people back in Leonon. Would you really have done it? Kill them?
I did what was necessary.
So you still think the Bloodburn is just a plague? Tiara's breath. How can you be so blind? Look, I'm working for Lacane, and we are looking for a cure. If you just...
Tahar, don't.
It's him! For Iskander!
Defend the prisoners! Cover our flanks! Blazes! Retreat!
Blazes, you got away.
Thank you for saving...
You? This was about the General, for heck's sake. Look, no offense, but if you...
I see. So what fight...
The Loyalists.
An ambush on an ambush.
But what now? If Sentenza manages to
We're screwed.
Then you should do as the Loyalists said and speak to their commander as soon as possible. They're the only...
All right. So what's the plan?
Let me go back to the Loyalists first. Their commander knows me. You should tend these wounds of yours and then...
Fair enough.
And you?